Tech Talk Alert. After our latest digital life hack, you're going to hear one of my weekend show's best calls. You don't want to miss it.
Feel like your town's so boring? Not the case. There's tons of history where you live. I have just the websites and apps to help you explore it. I'm Kim Commando, America's Digital Pro, helping people get tech smart at getkim.com. I love this first website. It's called What's Near Me. Go to your computer or phone, click the Share Location button, and it shows you a map of every place near you that has its own Wikipedia page. You can spot locations where historical events have happened. When I used it, I found out that I lived super close to a famous Frank Lloyd Wright home. Another great website to check is Atlas Obscura. Type in your city in the search bar, and you'll likely find maps of offbeat and fascinating places near you, secret gardens, hidden tunnels, or abandoned buildings. TripAdvisor doesn't have to be just for tourists. Head over to their site and click on the Near Me button and check out what they recommend in your city. It's a great way to see your hometown with a fresh lens. Miss any of the names of these sites? I got your back. Sign up for my free newsletter. It'll be in Monday's issue at getkim.com.
As promised, I'm now bringing you a standout call from my weekend show. Charles in San Antonio, Texas. Hello there, Charles.
Hi, Kim. Thanks for taking my call. Appreciate it.
You betcha. Anytime. What's going on?
Well, I've got I'd call it an odd question. I drive for the two big rideshare companies. I don't know if you want me to
Uber
leave
and
their
Lyft?
names out or not. Yes, exactly.
No, that's okay. It's Uber and Lyft. Yeah, we know it.
Everyone knows it, right? And I'd like to do something for my passengers to make myself stand out a little bit. It's a little bit weird. What I'd like to do is I use an iPhone 7, and I'd like to start tethering my iPad Mini 2 by Wi-Fi to it, and then put the iPad into parental mode to lock it down to one particular music app, like, say, for instance, Apple Music or what's the other one I'm thinking of?
Spotify, Pandora, anything,
something like that. And I'd like to be able to allow them the ability to choose their own music instead of having to listen to whatever I choose, which I get a lot of compliments on, but at the same time, wouldn't it be cool if they could choose what they wanted to listen to?
Well, you know, it's a really great idea, Charles. But the implementation is not going to be the best. And let me explain why. Like, there are some apps you can use, like one is called Amp Me.
Yeah.
And it's really so that, but you would need the app, they would need the app. Okay. On Apple Music, you need to have Apple Music, they need to have Apple Music, and then maybe it might not always work in parental mode. And then you're also looking at kind of somewhat of a tech issue, because then you're going to have to walk them through step by step on how to do this. They've got to go to open their Apple Music, open a playlist, then connect to your iPad, and let's hope that the cellular connection is really good, or, you know, the Wi-Fi in the car's working great. And so we want to make life easy. So here's what I would do, okay? I would buy a nice, crazy-looking Bluetooth speaker, and I would figure out how to put that on a headrest, attach that to a headrest so that it couldn't be stolen. Right?
That's what I'm planning.
And this way, if they want to connect to the Bluetooth speaker with their playlist, Spotify, Pandora, whatever it is, we're not limited to Apple Music.
Right.
That they just have to connect to the Bluetooth speaker, and then they can play whatever they want. JBL has something called a clip, and you can attach it to your car's visor. But really, I'm thinking of something like Bose has a speaker. It's called the SoundLink Micro. And it's really great to be used in a car because it comes with a tear-resistant strap. So you can attach this Bluetooth speaker to the back of a headrest, and they won't be able to pull it off. It has excellent sound quality. It has a battery life up to 6 hours. And what I also like about it, Charles, is that it comes in orange. How cool is that? So in a dark back seat, they're going to see this big orange Bose speaker, which, you know, Bose makes incredible sound, right? and you're probably going to have to tell them to turn it down. Okay, so that's just the way it is. But I think that's a great idea. I think it's really cool. I just don't want you to get wrapped up in a ride where somebody says, in the comments, oh, I tried to hook up to my to the driver's iPad and just it didn't work. I mean, a Bluetooth speaker, I'm serious. I think that's just the way to go. And if you find that the battery life isn't that good, take a look at the Anker, something called the Sound Core. It's also pretty good. It has 24-hour battery life. And so the Anker has 24. I like the Bose because it comes with that tear-resistant strap. So that's why it makes me feel good that nobody's going to be stealing. They're about $200, which I know is a lot for a Bluetooth speaker. The Anker is about half the price. Charles, thank you for your call. Hang on the line. Maddie's going to send you a link to a couple of these speakers so you can check them all out. Hey, thanks for listening. Now, if you have a tech hiccup that you want me to solve, your path is clear. Head over to Komando.com and click that Email Kim link. I go through every single note. I read every single one, I promise. Now, don't be the last to know. Get the tech edge that you need in today's life. Get my free daily newsletter over at GetKim.com. That's GetKim.com.